Is it URI?
No, somewhere in Boston.
Okay, good stuff.
But now we have teammates going off against each other. We have WeirdoNeo versus Kevin Teque in winners semis. And we are right underway with our AE Top 8. And let's see if Kevin can keep that momentum going. I'm sure
I definitely think he's still coming off a high note. You know, actually being able to say, man, you know, I just basically made my mark on Team EMP. Let me basically see if I can carry that again. I think he definitely will be doing that.
Neo getting that feng shui engine. Let's see if Kevin's defense is as good as his offense. It looks like he misses the overhead, but blocks the second one. Almost loses it to a short.
Yeah.
But manages to get the block.
And feng shui is just such a really proficient system. It was always proficient, actually, ever since Vanilla came out. But definitely now with the buffs, you know, it's just something you have to basically just be able to deal with, you know.
And there's that focus that's been working so well for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Surprised he didn't go for the ultra originally.
He basically tried to focus that.
I think he was going for the counter.
Yeah, I think he was, but you know, in case you didn't hear that, his focus attack was shattered.
Crumpled. I'm sorry, not crumpled, broken.
Broken. Devastated.
Now, what I'm curious about is I don't know how much chip damage that does. I don't see that getting blocked very often.
I don't know.
I would imagine that Kevin knows, and I don't think he would have done that if it wasn't going to kill.
Yeah, I think that he basically counted on that. That's why he went ahead and initiated that attack in order to take the round.
Right.
So right now, Kevin off to a good start once again, much like he did in the exhibition match. And WeirdoNeo trying to find an answer. Just got the knockdown going to feng shui.
And this might be the answer he needs. He's gotten himself out of the corner. Even if he doesn't get a lot of damage off of this, he's sort of slowed. Well, he didn't slow Kevin down at all. Kevin just dodged a couple attacks and then hit him with a sweep.
He said, no, you cannot.
So, will WeirdoNeo be able to turn this around? That is the question. Or will Kevin just continue to steamroll through the top 8 as he did the 5v5?
He is definitely still in a high. I know he might have looked like he just calmed down a bit, but I think that if he ends up going against WeirdoNeo actually and taking this, that he very well could be on fire again.
And there's going to be some big damage. It's a good way to start your life bar.
Yes.
There you go. It's half gone. Didn't need that half of your life anyway. No, I'm sitting here and I was about to say he's probably going to go for the choke, and then he did. I don't know that if I was playing, if I would have figured that out quickly enough.
Yeah,
but,
and Karakusa is just such an annoying attack to deal with. You just don't want Makoto on you at all times. WeirdoNeo definitely doesn't want that. He wants to be able to mount his offensive pressure, and he's able to do that in that and take round one.
Yeah, it's easy to say sitting here, oh, I would have blocked that. I would have dodged that.
And then you get in there and say, man, I'm dead.
Turns out it's not as easy as it looks.
It definitely is not. So shout out to these guys, both being able to get into the top 8. Maybe putting on a great showing for those of you at home as well as for the people that came out for Guts 2012. So if you guys haven't already, please make sure you can tweet this up at Twitch TV, /Game Underground. Let everyone know how much of an awesome event this is here with Jamie York and also Lucky D who put together this event. I'm sitting here with Brandon and be able to commentate this for you guys sitting at home.
Neo now doing a much better job keeping Makoto out.
Definitely.
But it's that jump strong.
So good.
So much. So it's
Look
just
at
so
the
easy
damage.
to convert off.
It is. Oh.
That I was actually thinking that focus was going to hit, because that's what Kevin's been doing.
Yes.
He's been hitting that focus and then going right into ultra.
Very good read. He's definitely been converting over that and taking full advantage of all the damage that he's been establishing.
And there we go. Neo will take a match, saying, you know, it's not going to be easy for you.
Definitely not. So it is now 1-1. WeirdoNeo versus Kevin Teque.
I don't believe Kevin plays any other characters. I think he's just waiting to gain his composure.
Maybe he'll break out his own version of Honda.
We'll see Honda from him, or Oni from Rob.
Just hoping not to get with the commentator's curse and such, thinking those, it's like, oh, this is going to connect, and then it doesn't. Always seems to happen to Ultra Dave and James Chen.
No, I mean, we can only hope that we can be a small fraction of what they are.
Absolutely. Like, definitely shout out to those guys who always are entertaining the folks at lots of events. Have a great amount of respect for those guys coming out, not just for the West Coast events, but also for now the events that are happening here East Side. So always a pleasure to be able to see having that patronage and their support.
And not just entertaining, but also informative. There's
very
sort
informative.
of this I don't know the right word to use here, but there's a question of how commentary should work, if it should be informative for a viewer who's never seen a fighting game tournament before, or if we should assume that everybody knows what, you know, a counter hit is, and if they know how to take a throw and things like that.
My understanding as far as looking into silence and commentating is that it's important to try to keep a fair balance, because there will be a lot of people that are starting to come and understand things that are going on in the fighting game community, that, you know, you have to basically be careful with the jargon, otherwise it tends to be a turn off for a lot of people that be watching at home.
Right, it's hard to get over that initial barrier. And I mean, I could talk about that all day, but we've got...
we definitely got a really good match that's going on here with WeirdoNeo match point.
But Kevin Teque off a significant amount. There's the stun that's going to give him the kill. And now we're coming down to match point for both players.
Yes.
This is going to determine who goes to winners finals,
and then someone will be
who is going to advance. No one's going on. This is winners semis.
Yeah, so it'll be good.
Who's going to go to losers?
Oh, okay, that's
and that is, you know, definitely something you want to carry with you, is stay in winners, and then with hopes of getting to grand finals, and you'll have that extra set, sort of as breathing room.
Do you have any predictions?
It's hard to predict with these two guys because they're both very. I don't want to say, it's not that they're inconsistent, it's that they're both very bursty.
Yes.
Like we said before, it's off of momentum. WeirdoNeo getting a lot of damage and a lot of mileage out of Feng Shui Engine, and Kevin Teque being able to deal a lot of damage once he sort of gets that momentum and gets that vortex going.
Which he's definitely doing well. He has a substantial health lead right now against Kevin Teque.
And there it is.
And there he goes.
Shaking hands like gentlemen.
Yep. Keeping it classy.
Kevin Teque is going to go to losers bracket, and now we have WeirdoNeo is going to be in winners.